Hey makers, this is Yana with Mockys. Today I'm going to show you how to take snowflake ornaments and make them into snowflake banners. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe for more helpful tutorials for making cake toppers. Also, be sure to get your freebies from the link below. Okay, well, let's get started. So here we are in Cricut Design Space. To get started, we're going to upload the file. You can find the download link for the snowflake ornaments below. Let's go to upload, click on upload image, and find your file. Here we are with the file, so I'm going to go ahead and drag it and hit save. Click on it and hit insert images. The file comes in pretty big with 3 snowflakes grouped together, so go ahead and ungroup them first. And let's make it a little bit smaller so we can see all of them. Today I'm going to work with the one in the middle, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the other 2, but you can use whichever one you like. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you how to separate these 2 halves. You will go to Shapes, take a square, now drag your square and make sure you unlock it first and basically go over one of the sides of the snowflake. Now while this rectangle is selected now, hold Shift and select your other layer. Go ahead and hit Slice. What happened now is that the rectangle and the bottom half of the snowflake has been cut, so you see multiple layers added, but we don't need all these layers, so we can go ahead and click what we don't need and delete it by clicking delete on your keyboard. For our project, we don't need the bottom half, but if you like to use it for your project, this is how you would use it, and now you can separate them out. But for my purposes, I'm going to go ahead and delete this one too. So now we have our snowflake top ready, and now I'm going to go ahead and make the bottom portion for the banner. So now I have the top of the snowflake ready. First, let's go ahead and size it to the size that we want. We can go ahead, let's try size 4 inches wide. And now we're going to work on adding the bottom portion for the banner. So again, let's go to Shapes, hit Square, and again we're going to unlock it so we can change it to a rectangle. And let's do size 4. Let's do it by 6, like a photograph size. Now I'm gonna do is gonna bring it up to our snowflake and overlap the shapes. Let me zoom in. So now I have the shapes overlapping. I'm gonna do select all and I'm gonna weld them. Now you're basically done. To create your banner, you can just cut this out and add your letters, or you can add additional frames or other embellishments on top of this banner. As far as the banner background, this is complete. So all we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna add some dimensions. So I'm gonna add another rectangle. And let's make it a little bit smaller. So again, I'm gonna unlock. And let's make this 3.5 by 5. Now when we're gonna put this together, we're gonna add some foam squares so we can see will look as 3D, and we can change our colors, whatever colors we're gonna use when we cut this out, or you can leave it as is for now on the Cricut Design Space. And now the final touch for this purpose, I'm gonna just add a letter. Let's go with J for joy, and let's make it bigger. You can change the font to whatever you like. I usually like to work with Arial Bold. Change it to bold right here. And just change the color so we can see the letter a little bit better. There we go. So at this point we are ready to cut, but I'm just gonna create the other two and change the letters so we can have all of them ready. So let's select all, and we're gonna duplicate. And duplicate one more time. I'm just gonna change the letters. And it looks like the O is a little bit bigger, so let's size it in. Now it looks a little bit odd to have a big J and a small O, so I'm gonna size the J also. And same with this one. And this is gonna be a Y. So here we go, we have our banners ready. Now we just have to hit make it, cut it out, and assemble. Now that we cut our pieces, we're gonna assemble them together. It's a fairly simple process. All we're gonna use are foam squares to give some dimensions to the letters and to the cards. Let's do the cards first. I'm gonna add foam square to the blue to give it some dimension. And now let's give dimension to the letter as well. Simply align it in the center and press. To make your letters line up, make sure you have a working ruler next to you and have the letters or cards side by side so you can align them easier. Here we go. Now my banner is complete. All I have to do is add a pretty ribbon and hang it on a rope.